Alright guys, I'm sorry the audio cut out on me again. I had to close out, shut down the stream, and load it back up again to get it to fix. I'm not entirely sure what happened. But yeah, we did get the touchdown. And now we gotta decide whether we want to go for the 2 and the tie right now or just take the extra point and hope our defense gets a stop. And they're going to go for 2 now after that 12-play, 71-yard drive that took over 4.5 minutes off this clock. They want to try and tie it up. So, dropped by Damos. Are you serious? They had the tie right there, and Dalton Damos dropped it. Now this defense has to keep the Hilltoppers from scoring a touchdown. They went for the tie right there, and now this defense needs to come up with a stop. They had the conversion right there, and Damos dropped it. He was wide open too. The kickoff will go for a touchback. And now it's on the Northern Iowa defense to keep Western Kentucky out of the end zone. Or if they do give up a touchdown, to give up a quick touchdown. So that Northern Iowa's offense has a chance to try and answer back. 8 of 12, 72 yards in the score today for Dottie. Western Kentucky's offense doesn't have a ton of yards, but they've got more touchdowns than Northern Iowa does. And they lead by 2 as Allen will get a 12-yard carry right there. Again, staying with the hurry up. And that may actually end up working in Northern Iowa's favor because they aren't trying to milk the clock here. They're trying to just keep going. Hurry up. Dottie brought down in the backfield. Loss of 5. A group of about 3 Northern Iowa defenders right there. They'll give Nelson credit for the stop. 2nd and 15. Tyvis Smith suffering a mild concussion. He's out for the rest of the game. Dangerfield with the 13-yard reception there to set up a 3rd and 3. This is Northern Iowa's chance to get off the field. 9 of 13, 85 yards in the score for Dottie. Back to pass. Down he goes! Loss of 8. What a big-time sack. They came with the blitz, and it's Victor Galloway who gets to the quarterback first. Northern Iowa's defense does their job. They will force the sack. And now it's all on the Northern Iowa offense to try and take the lead back. They'll have to do it with Huggins in the game as Smith is out for the remainder of the game with a mild concussion. Alexander with a 7-yard return on the punt. 5:42 to go. It's a 2-point Western Kentucky lead. Can Northern Iowa come back and take this victory away here and win the conference championship? Or will the Hilltoppers hang on? And will they win this inaugural Sun Belt Conference title game? Huggins brought down in the backfield, loss of 3. Brian Shorter with 4 tackles. That's his 2nd for a loss. 2nd down and 13 right here. Throws underneath, caught by Nissen. Elias Nissen with a gain of 6. Cuts the 3rd down needed to get here in half. That's always good. 3rd down and 6 from their own 30. This is probably 4-down territory, I would think. 16 of 23, 132 yards and a pick for Bailey. 4 of 9 on 3rd downs today is Northern Iowa. As a man open underneath, it's Nissen again. He's got the 1st down. Gain of 9, needed 6, got the 1st down. And so 5 catches, 55 yards today for Elias Nissen. Move those chains for Northern Iowa. 17 of 24, 141 yards and a pick. 238 yards of offense for Northern Iowa. Only like 117 for Western Kentucky. They go on the counter. Huggins tries to get a block, tries to find the edge. He's got it. Savon Huggins, 14 yards and a 1st down on the counter. 4 carries, 11 yards in the score for Huggins. And they're into Western Kentucky territory. Coming up on 4:10 to go in regulation here. Northern Iowa on the move, 48 yards away from the lead. They'll go play action. Bailey not seeing anyone open, wants to take off. He's gonna get the first down on a scramble gain of 11. Bailey shed off one sack and then ran forward, got the first down. He got 8 carries, 29 yards. And that time he used his feet to keep the to keep the play alive. Juwan Garner there to make the tackle again. 17 first downs for Northern Iowa, only 9 for the Hilltoppers. Coming up on 3:45 to go. It's a 2-point Western Kentucky lead, 14-12. Huggins falls forward for a gain of 4 on first down. 5 carries, 15 yards in the score for the backup tailback. And we are under 3:20 to go now. And I think Northern Iowa is going to try and play the clock. They really don't want to give Western Kentucky's offense another chance to get a big play, because they do have playmakers on that side of the ball. There you go, design QB run, and Bailey stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Gavin Rocker with the tackle. 9 carries, 29 yards for Bailey. It's 3rd down and 6. 5 of 10 on 3rd downs. Pressure comes. It's a screen. It's a loss of 2. Huggins brought down in the backfield. They aren't in field goal range. They're going to have to go for it on 4th and 8. And now if they don't quite get it, it's still not necessarily game over. 1 of 1 on 4th downs. Throws underneath. Picked by Coleman. Tried to make a play to get the first down. It's intercepted. That's interception number 19 on the year for Bailey. And now it's up to the defense to get one more stop. Northern Iowa does still have 3 timeouts. Dowdy back to pass. A touchdown in this game is over. And they'll get the first down right there, so Mario Means and company won't call the timeout now. But they're still going hurry up. This is a curious decision. Dowdy wants to take off. He's going to be brought down, gain of nothing. And now they are going to start to play the clock. So Northern Iowa probably should have called the timeout there, but they were going hurry up, so they were confused. Leon Allen going to be brought down by a gain of 3 defenders at once after a gain of about 1. 3rd and 9, a first down should end this game as Northern Iowa is out of time. Well, only has 2 timeouts, I guess. 1 of 6 on 3rd downs. A first down will end the game. Back to passes Dowdy. Sacked. It's a loss of 7. Northern Iowa's defense comes through again. DJ Gonzalez, first time we've called his name all game, and that's a huge sack. It'll give Northern Iowa's offense one last chance. They do still have a timeout left. Alexander going to try and get a return to make it easier on his offense. 22-yard return on the punt by Alexander. Minute 3 left and a timeout. They've got it at the 47. They are starting in Western Kentucky territory. And they don't necessarily need to go for broke here. They just need to get into field goal range. 1:03 to go. Ball at the Western Kentucky 47 after a good punt return. Man wide open underneath it. Stanley, he going to try and get out of bounds? He can't. And so they're going to have to go hurry up right here. Goes on a slant. Caught by Brown. What a catch. What a nice leaping grab by Brown. Charles Brown there to make the play. Bailey 20 of 28, 158 yards, 2 interceptions. And we're down to 40 seconds to go. Throws underneath, has a man at Savon Huggins. They're into field goal range. And so now you run the clock, try and get it centered, call a timeout, and kick the field goal to try and win the game. Fourth red zone trip, a touchdown and 2 field goals out of their first 3. Huggins right up the middle. Gain of 13. First and goal from the 2. I would run one more play, run this clock down to a second left, and then kick the field goal. And Washington, Kentucky's got to hope for a block or something. They're going to give to Huggins. He stood up. And Northern Iowa is going to run this clock down to 1 second. Call their final timeouts. And out comes Randall to try and kick a field goal. He's 2 of 3 on field goals today. And now come the timeouts to try and ice the kicker. All he's got to do is pretty much kick it straight, and Northern Iowa should win the Sun Belt Conference. The Sun Belt Conference Championship game comes down to a chip shot field goal here, dead in between the 2 hashes. If Randall can make the kick, Northern Iowa wins. The kick is up, and it's good! He almost pushed it, but it was centered just enough for him to make the field goal. And Northern Iowa will walk out of here with a 15-14 victory on a last-second field goal by Randall. What a job here by Northern Iowa and head coach Mario Means. In year 1 under head coach Mario Means, he's got this Northern Iowa team to a 10-3 record and a Sun Belt Conference Championship victory against Western Kentucky. Keep in mind it came on the road, not at a neutral site game. And so, Northern Iowa wins the Sun Belt Conference Championship and an instant classic here over Western Kentucky, 15-14 on the strength of 3 field goals. Congratulations, they've just played in an instant classic. What a finish here as Northern Iowa takes down Western Kentucky 15-14. And Northern Iowa wins the Sun Belt in year 1 as an FBS program. That will do it for me. I will see you guys next time. Have an absolutely fantastic day, everybody.